would thank AIOS for giving me this opportunity to speak on posterior polar cataract surgery made easy for beginners. Next slide. Posterior polar cataract is the most feared type of cataract, which if handled appropriately will give fantastic results. Management of PPC begins with a careful slit lamp evaluation and diagnosis. Complication may be anticipated if on slit lamp examination, the anterior vitreous reveals oil-like droplets or particles. High possibility of pre-existing posterior capsular opening. Sharply defined round or oval white opacity with dense white spots at the edge is often associated with thin or absent posterior capsule. As we know that each step in cataract surgery is of paramount significance, and to reduce the rate of complications, each step has to be given attention. Proper construction of incisions are crucial in achieving successful surgical outcomes. During capsular access, overfilling of the anterior chamber with viscoelastic should be avoided. Size of the rhexis should be more or equal to 5 mm. This prevents backflow of fluid during hydrodelineation. Downward movement of the forceps or cystotome should be avoided to prevent blowout of the PC. Hydrodissection is contraindicated, whereas hydrodelineation is mandatory to separate the nucleus and epinucleus. Vigorous decompression of the capsular bag is contraindicated. Nuclear rotation is contraindicated as it may punch out the posterior capsule. In our modified technique, after CCC, trenching is done followed by inside-out hydrodelineation. Low parameters with a slow motion phaco is safest as it helps in maintaining a stable chamber, power less than 60% with a bottle height of 50 to 70, aspiration of 15 to 25 ml, and a vacuum of 30 to 90 millimeters should be safe. This helps in reducing the infusion drive and less fluid around the lens. To reduce the risk of PCR and vitreous loss, care is to be taken to avoid collapse of the anterior chamber, which might cause stenting of the PC and spontaneous rupture. Dispersive viscoelastics through side pores is injected before withdrawal of the phacoprobe. A right angle cannula is introduced into the lens through the trench perpendicular to the lens fiber in the desired plane through one of the trench, and hydrodelineation is performed. This prevents inadvertent subcapsular injection and overcomes the difficulty of introducing the cannula to the significant depth in a dense cataract. No rotation of the nucleus is done. Viscodissection is done to bring the nucleus out of the bag. Soft cataract can be removed by phacoaspiration, while harder ones can be removed by phacochop. Care is to be taken to exert minimum stress on the bag. After viscodissection, a flip and chip method could also be used for emulsification. The epinuclear part is aspirated layer by bimanual aspiration and irrigation cannula. The thin layer of cortex adherent to the capsule is left behind. The posterior layer along with the plaque is then viscodissected and aspirated with the irrigation aspiration cannula. Cortical aspiration is done by the tangential movements, rather pulling it towards the center. Removal of the posterior plaque should be done in the last stage of the cortical aspiration. It could be removed with viscodissection and aspiration by the phaco-tip, or a posterior capsule should be performed. ND laser could be done at a later stage. Avoid polishing of the posterior capsule. Loose cells may be irrigated gently with a 1 cc syringe. In our study, phaco done by a single surgeon, 17s were successful. 1 PCR was managed with 5.5% incidence. To conclude, inside-out hydrodelineation followed by dissection reduces the risk of PCR, making it extremely safe for the beginners. In case of a tear, a proper 2-port anterior vitrectomy is recommended with a high cutting rate and a low vacuum rate. The tear can be converted to a PCC. IOL is implanted in the bag if the tear is small, or in the sulcus. SFL or iris claw lens can be suggested in case of a questionable zonular integrity. Thank you.
Dr. Meghali?
Yes, sir.
How did you modify your chopping technique in cases of harder cataract with PPC?
Sir, preferably a phaco chop. Hold the nucleus, bring it slightly to the center, and we don't crack it till the center. Partial thickness up to the center, sir. And gradually flip it up. The central plaque is left behind, sir.
Okay.
Can you tell us the parameters you use again?
Sir, phaco power should be preferably less than 60% with a bottle height of 50 to 70, aspiration roughly to 15 to 25 ml per minute, and a vacuum of 30 to 90, so depending on the case.